People are pissed about Tim Tebow going to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Screw you, Tebow.
Tim Tebow is catching all types of shots from people all over the world right now. Not only are, pundits on TV questioning whether or not he has earned this opportunity, which, by the way, he earned Urban Meyer probably like $50 million while he was at college at Florida. So now listen, I don't think on the field as a tight end. Hey, get his ass out of my, okay, if we're going strictly, how is he as a tight end? We all assume he's going to stink, okay? There's a chance he's going to be really, really good. But Urban Meyer bringing Tim Tebow into the building at a position that he has never played before has ruffled some feathers. There's been Coach JB, obviously. He's not happy about this. I believe he called Tim Tebow and Urban Meyer both.
These guys are fucking slap dicks. I mean, you can't find somebody fucking better than Tebow.
Coach JB is echoing the sentiments of a lot of people on TV, all over the internet. They are not happy that Tebow has gotten this opportunity ahead of other people. I can see why people get mad about that type of thing, but I don't think you're looking at it in the same fashion that we do. And by the way, we look at things as if everything's a movie too, by the way, and it's just characters. So whenever Tebow says, hey, I'm thinking about dabbling back into the NFL, and then the conversation goes to the Jaguars, we all knew he was getting signed. As soon as it happened, we know he's getting signed. Okay, if this is what Tebow wants, Urban Meyer and he probably have a relationship that's so tight. And Urban Meyer, by the way, we have no idea how Urban Meyer's going to be as an NFL coach, because he might fucking stink too. We have no idea. So we knew that was going to, I think Urban, and I've never talked to Urban Meyer, the only time Urban Meyer and I have ever really talked to each other is whenever he decided to take shots at me through the media. And then I had to answer back. He heard me, I heard him. We settled our differences through a mutual friend and said, we'll see you later, whatever, we'll move on. But I'm assuming he's just trying to get Tebow in the building. He just wants Tebow in the building. And if he doesn't play well at tight end, we'll have him coach right there on the edge. We'll just say, hey, get back in the building. Get back. I assume that's what Urban Meyer's trying to do. But whatever the case, Tebow has ruffled everybody's feathers. People are coming out now and saying, Tebow gets yet another opportunity in not calling Kaepernick. Now, I have been on the Kaepernick deserves a spot over a lot of people in the NFL at the quarterback position camp for a long time. I actually was super pumped he was going to have a workout with the NFL, because then if they choose not to sign him after that and video shows that he killed in there, then it's obviously even more people will be on Kaepernick's side of it. But people getting upset about Tebow getting signed as a tight end and not a quarterback in saying that he took a spot from Kaepernick or Kaepernick deserves another spot, I don't think that is valid. But I will say there should be a lot of tight ends out there that are looking for a job who they should be pissed potentially in this entire thing. But you got to remember, the NFL is a business. That's the way it is operated. It's not fair. I wish it was. It'd be a lot cooler if it was. I think we would all dream about that. But just like in every business, it is a relationship business. And Tim Tebow has one in which he earned one guy a lot of money. He's now in charge of a place, and he wants to get back in the game. I have no idea how he's going to do. Ty said yesterday, maybe he has 16 touchdowns.
Yeah, probably. I don't think it's crazy to think 1,000+ yards,
maybe
10 tutters, maybe 65 receptions.
Oh, and look for the Russian touchdowns too when they put him in the back.
A little end around. Yeah,
there's a chance that could happen. There's also a pretty good chance that he's not even going to make this team.
Right.
And when he doesn't make this team, does he become a coach? Does he become an assistant? Does he stay in the building? And is that Urban Meyer's plan all along? Who knows? But people are pissed off. At Boston Connor, he was a member of your team up there in New England. How did that go?
It was unbelievable. I think he played a couple games in the preseason.
Really?
And then we hit the road packing. But could you imagine if it doesn't work out at tight end and then they just move him to linebacker? Like, okay, let's just move him around the field.
That's
see where
the conversation now. The conversation now is, and are they going to try to use him like Taysom Hill?
They should.
Exactly.
Is he Taysom Hill? Maybe is that what they're? Is he going to be covering kicks in this entire thing? The question leads from, does Tebow earn this opportunity? And it's like, earned is in the eye of the opportunity giver, and that's just kind of how it all works. And there is a lot of bullshit that happens out there, not only just in the NFL, but in the world through that entire thing. And I think, if you look at the college admissions scandal, I think that documentary, I think that proves that it's kind of something we all hate, which I would assume why this story is being so blown up, because it's like the networks. It's not your net worth is dependent upon your network. Who do you know? How do you know? And where can you get and all that? And now that it is obviously in the NFL happening, happening with Urban and Tebow. People are pissed off about it. This happens everywhere. Not saying it right. Wish it wasn't right. Believe me, I come from a place, my parents friends with nobody. They fucking hate everybody. there is no connections, anything. Like, I understand, nowhere near what other people have had to experience. I understand that. But I'm saying I hate that just as much as everybody else, but it's just the fact of life. Like, this is how the world goes. Tebow getting in there, though, with Urban, now it's led to the conversation of, should he have changed his position a long time ago? Ooh. You know, he was fighting it for so long. Yeah. Here he is, 6 years out of the league, 8 years out of playing time, 9 years out of playing time, and he's deciding to go to tight end. Gets signed the first time he even tries it, gets into the NFL as a tight end. Has he been missing an opportunity this entire time? Would we have never got a chance to see old Tebow hop into that batter's box and swing some lumber if he had been playing tight end this entire time? I guess we'll get a chance to see. With Tebow, looks like he's in the best shape of his life right now, too. I saw him on an IG Live last night talking about fitness.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have, been the all-pro tight end if he started to do that a long time ago, because we have seen Sanchez ring one off his dome when he ran a little 5-yard out route, but I did not expect to see players hate him so much.
Yeah, but Devin Bush said, hey, can't wait to play Jacksonville.
I was going to say, at this point, Tebow might be hoping he gets cut, because Jacksonville's going to be circled every week, and he's going to be taking the other team's best shot, it seems.
People seem to be saying I am the picture of white privilege right now. So what I was wondering is there any way I could coach for a couple games, and then we'll just kind of see how that goes? Maybe I'm special advisor. I do wonder if that's going to happen. Tebow ain't scared of a damn thing, by the way.
No.
Tebow has no idea this hate's coming, by the way. I honestly believe he comes in his world. I think he is in his own world. I think it is a blinders operation.
Probably.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. And this is, obviously, he and I have played water poloing together.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Good player.
He is a good player. He's got good form. And that is almost kind of how he was throwing a football, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's why it was such a kind of a problem. He was kind of built for beer pong. Imagine if Tim Tebow would have started going to parties back there in Florida while they were winning and just showed up at the house and just started fucking plunk, 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 and then just walked out. I think he could have.
He probably could have.
Yeah, but people would have called elbows on him every time, because if you saw, he was leaning.
He was leaning. Yeah. And by the way, there is every single edge to be taken when you're trying to win.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
And they're trying to live on the edge, by the way. Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
That's potentially why it's happening. But I think he could have been good. He didn't do any of that. I don't think he does anything. I think he gives sermons now. I don't even know if he has any idea what people are saying.
I mean, it's just the complete lifestyle, and it's no bullshit. We've met him before. I think you're right. I think it's kind of if you're not in his aura or like whatever, his light just kind of dims everything else out. I don't know if he probably doesn't know.
He has no idea that the entire world's pissed off right now about him signing with the Jaguars. I honestly don't think he has any idea.
I mean, I guess
he has any clue.
No way.
He still works at ESPN, kind of, doesn't he? So maybe he has some sort of idea, but...
he's at SEC Network, I think, right? Isn't that what he does? And he goes on those Saturday shows or whatever, right? I don't know how much he does other than that. And I think he has the Tebow thing. Remember, I went to... no big deal. I was a Ray Guy finalist.
Whoa!
Should have won, to be honest with you, but not out of everybody in the country, but out of the people that were finalists, I definitely was the best. I shouldn't have been a finalist, though, if that makes sense. I don't think I should have been a finalist. There were others that were better than me. I was a finalist. I had to travel all the way down to Orlando in the middle of the week, rent a suit, go do the whole thing. Sally Tim had to get all dressed up fancy, travel down there middle of the week, miss work, come down, go down there.
Did you go to Disney?
And look, well, it rained. There was a torrential downpour, tornado, couldn't go. Yeah.
No.
First time I went to Disney was like 2 years ago or whatever. It was a cool place. I don't know how anybody goes.
Avatar world.
But the Avatar game was awesome. But I went down to an award show down there my senior year. And there was rules. There was like strict rules, like who can be where, how many people can be, how many people you can bring and all that shit. And we were sitting in one area, and Tebow had his entire team right over here.
Oh.
Tebow walked in with his entire team. How you doing? Keep it moving right here. And we all just, by the way, Colt McCoy was there, I think. Who else? AQ Shipley was there, obviously. That's where AQ and I really went out for the first time together. So it was a pretty monumental evening.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a pretty big evening down there. We were the only two that went out. We came back, and there was somebody that was checking everybody's rooms, and they were like, you were the last two. We're like, no way. So sorry. So sorry about that. But it was just like, and then whenever he went somewhere else, it was like his people were with him, and his people, it was like he has had, I think, people around him for a long time who I think have had his best interests in heart, by the way. Like, I honestly believe it's a tight group, family members, I think. And ESPN was such a Tebow machine there for a while. I would assume that team was also having a lot of conversations with him, so he kind of got his own thing. The SEC game day, I honestly believe it's just he comes in.
He kind of just does his own thing now.
I think so. I don't know if he has any idea what the real world is saying or doing. I have no clue. Because it seems like he is always.
Oh, yeah.
Always. You would assume that at some point, even Jesus had to be a little bit bummed about what people were saying.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And Tebow, now granted, there's been a lot of love on Tebow, for a long time. Tebow's been loved. But there's also on the other side of that, a lot of hate on Tebow, I assume at this point they've figured out how to block it out, which is fascinating because the entire world hates him right now.
Yeah,